Dak, I know it's early, but it's only. Are you guys getting to the line as a group a little bit quicker this year? And what are the benefits the sooner you are on the line as far as you and the rest of the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. I think I've talked about that before. Just Mike's tempo and Mike's pace in the play calling, of just wanting us to get to the line, wanting us to be in and out of the huddle, trying to be efficient with substitutions, efficient with the personnel, and just really putting pressure on the defense. So obviously it's been a good start. We want to keep it up, and more times you get to do that, you get to create more chances of just at plays. And so that's really what it's the end result is us just trying to get more at-bats, as he says, and just trying to create as many plays as we can just with the number of plays we're going to get. And, and it starts with the pace of operation. So it's simple, and we're going to continue to build on what we started.
How nice would it be potentially to get everything okay?
I was what not to what?
Did he leave fast?
Huh?
Did he leave fast?
Who, Sam? Oh, no, go ahead.
How nice would it be to get the first team offensive line and Cooks, everybody out there on the field for the first time, possibly this week?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. Understanding that there's just a possibility. Having missed some of those guys, Tyler, B. Cooks, just that's the band, that's the guys that we practice with, that's the guys that majority of the reps have come with. So just being able to get that that continuity back of all those guys is like I like to say the band, having the band together, but understanding, hell, this is a physical sport, and obviously when somebody else has to step in, whether it be Chuma, whether it be Jalen Tolbert, those guys are expected to do the same, and I think that's just the standard that we've created with an offense. But I'm exciting thinking that we can have them all and then having the band back together, I guess you could say.
Share 100 start this week.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you, and what do you remember about start number 1?
Yeah, it is. It's a blessing. Really is. Grew up wanting to play this game, at its highest level, and that's simply what this league is. And to think back that this would be, to say I've had 99 at-bats at it, and this would be 100 is pretty cool. Being the physical game it is, knowing how hard it is to play in this league, stay in this league, it's something special. Not that I take any moment for granted, but I mean, I saw that stat, I guess, earlier this week, and it was sent to me, and that was a pretty cool one. And for my first start, it was a loss, unfortunately. But I think I started out pretty fast out of the gate, being able to get the ball to some guys. Remember Bees having a day that day. But it was fun. It was fun at AT&T Stadium. And, but to be on 100, to be on the road, hopefully 100 more to go, I guess.
Does this physically feel like it's your 100th game?
Certain days, yeah, hell yeah. Certain days it feels like a lot more than 100. But then mentally, and then some days physically, no, not at all. I do feel young. I mean, as I've knocked on wood and said, feeling healthy, being healthy. Thankful for that. Put a lot of work into that. So just to be where I am, so I said, let's hope it can be another 100.
How do you think you'll be as impactful in the locker room? Because a lot of guys.
One more time.
Do you think you make this much of an impact in the locker room? Because a lot of guys respect you, obviously.
You know, coming in this thing, I mean, my impact was just to make a name for myself and be able to play. And I think the impact comes from me just being genuine to that, and being genuine to the friendships, the relationships that I've created. And I don't want to say not trying, but just being transparent, being who I am, and, just being completely genuine and showing vulnerability, showing leadership, showing all the things that I think teammates, people that go through everything on and off the field need to see. And, just blessed and thankful to be in the position that I am, be the leader of this team, and have 100 starts at it.
Is it credit to you to think that you're the longest tenured quarterback in the NFC? Nobody's been with their team longer. No starter's been with their team longer than you.
Yeah, fair. At times. I mean, I was just maybe a couple of weeks ago when me and my buddies were talking about all the guys I grew up watching, and just thinking about how all of them pretty much out of the league at this point. And it was a privilege to be able to play a lot of those guys. And that's something that, you'll never forget, being able to, I want to say, pretty much all of them. I guess the year I came in, Peyton left. But other than that, I mean, having a shot at all those guys was fun. But that's this game. I mean, that's this game. This game's youthful. There's always turnover. It's hard to stay in this league. I mean, just to say 8 years in and 100 starts is, I keep saying, pretty cool.
How do you evaluate what you have and haven't achieved in 100 starts?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't achieved what I want, the ultimate goal. Simple as that, and that's a Super Bowl. Any personal goals are not anything I've really set out or wrote down for me to go and get. Those things just come. I think those things come when you take care of what you're supposed to take care of, be the player that you need to be. But yeah, I mean, not quite to where I want to be at all. And hopefully it doesn't take 100 more starts. Got some at bats this year, and we're going at it full steam.
Granted, the Cardinals are down a couple key defenders, but what stands out most about their defense to you?
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. They fly around. Got some young guys, got some veteran guys mixed in. Obviously, coach from the Philly tree with the head coach coming over to D.C. last year. Understanding what they want to do, who they want to be, is pretty good. Familiar with me in that sense, but they play hard. And I think that you can go back and look at the Philly teams last year and turn on the tape of the 2 games this year. That stands out. And so understanding they're going to do that. They're going to try to get off the quarterback. They're going to try to get off the ball. And so it's about protecting it and stand within ourselves.
We talk to you and your teammates every year about handling success. Do you feel this team is better equipped to handle success because it's been together, what you've been through, or if not, I mean, how do you view that? Is it better equipped?
I do think it's better equipped. Starting with the leadership in the locker room, the coaches, and just as you said, a bunch of us guys being here and have been here the last couple of years. And honestly, I think when you can put 2 12-win seasons together, you're going to get a lot of success. But you realize when you don't win in the playoffs, that it really doesn't mean anything. So I think just having that experience is what people are really going to play off, and not get too high or low off of one game or winning the games that we're supposed to win, or just even in this regular season. And more importantly, guys just trying to stack and build on who we are and what we want to accomplish, and ultimately where we plan to go.
Can you talk about that line between not being too overconfident over an 0-2 team, but still having confidence within you and your teammates?
Hell, I mean, it's the NFL. You never really should look at records as writers, as players, or as anybody associated with the NFL. I think you learn that quick, that you can't look at the record. So for us, it's about being confident in who we are, and simple as that, and understanding that we've got to grow and we've got to build on these first 2 games and ultimately just get to 3-0.
Hey, hopefully nothing serious with Diggs already hobbled out of here. I mean, what do you mean to lose him? I don't think it's out yet, but I want to ask him for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to speak on anything way too early. Saw what I guess a couple of you saw, him leaving the field, but prayers hoping for the best. Simple as that. Thank you. My guy? Probably Peyton. Yeah, probably Peyton. For a while there, I didn't like Tom being a Peyton guy, but it wasn't until I got into college and realized what he was really doing and how hard that was, and the success he's had throughout his career. And then it went from being a hater, I guess you can say, is really idolizing a guy. So, I mean, just Peyton being, I guess, Louisiana guy, always was ahead of the game. You see our no-huddle mechanics, things like that. Just somebody I've kind of always watched their game, but then being able to move around, be a little bit more mobile than Peyton. It was any of those other guys that could run the ball. So it was a mix. Yeah, thank you.